First opened in 2017. Here's a look inside the one-of-a-kind setting for football. That is Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, the home of the Falcons. Here now, wk9 to get us started. And off we go here in Atlanta. It's Xavier Worthy on the return. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Right to the air goes Young. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Jatavian Sanders was the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Out of the shotgun, Young. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. He's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike. They've got to identify what went wrong. Let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
Ready, ready.
Here's a 2nd and 9.
Ready, ready, ready.
They'll go again with Robinson.
Wow.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Complete. Former first-round pick Drake London with the catch. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Here we go, here we go.
On the give, it's Robinson. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
That's hauled in at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Drake London. Touchdown, Falcons. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons will take a 7-0 lead. So out is Koo. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll run, and for the first time, it's Jonathan Brooks. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. Another try with Brooks. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Now Young. He's got his man. That's Leggett. 17 yards that time for number 17.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
A throw left side caught by Sanders. And he's into the end zone. Ja'Tavion Sanders. Touchdown, Panthers. The extra point is good. The Panthers will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This taken at the 5. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Brian Burns comes off the edge to make the play. 2nd and 7. And here comes Robinson on a toss to the right. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
The offense is trying to test the edges of the perimeter of this defense, Mike. But the defense is just too quick to the ball. Total team defense, pursuit, 11 hats to the ball carrier. It's exactly what we saw here. Keep that gain to nothing.
Let's go now.
Pitts is the man in motion.
Go.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
Well, it wasn't the most exciting throw of the day, but I want you to watch, Mike, is the suddenness of the route runner. Change of speed, change of direction. Those are the qualities of great route runners, and this guy's certainly one of them.
Pitts is the man in motion. Short pass taken in by the tight end. That's number 40 on the season for him.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
Drake London was the intended receiver there. And it's going to bring up a third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop. The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike, I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
They'll take this in back at the 16. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Brooks. They face second down and 7. From the gun, it's Young. That's into the hands of Jonathan Brooks. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Carolina. Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good. And the Panthers will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. 1 quarter in the books. The Panthers off to the early advantage. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this.
Got it. Ready?
1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Now here's a keeper on the zone read. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out.
You know, it's amazing, Mike, that guys still end up fumbling the ball because I can tell you from experience, the first 15 minutes of every offensive practice is ball security circuit, and that could be a combination of multiple things. How to go to the ground without getting loose to the ball, almost like the art of falling. It could be running over bags or through bags as guys take swats at the ball trying to knock it out. There are so many ways to simulate what the game is like because at the end of the day, if you want to win in the NFL, protecting the ball is the #1 priority, and it cannot be stressed enough.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Now Young. In trouble, and down he goes.
This has been a tough sequence right out of the jump. You work all week on your opening script, and they're usually the plays that you feel the best about to try to establish some sort of early rhythm, but through 2 plays, run and pass, all they've done is go backwards.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher. And at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
The Panthers going to turn things over to the field goal unit. This one from 54 yards out. That one is good. And the Panthers build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
From the 6, here comes a return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
Ready, break.
Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it'll be 2nd down.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball.
A throw left side, going to be intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Young. There's a short one caught by Sanders. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
The drag route, we used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
He's got his tight end, that's Sanders. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. Falcons go ahead and take their 2nd timeout.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Young going to give it to Brooks. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. Braylon Trice on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Young. Oh, he tried to swing it outside, and it's intercepted.
I think he would have been better off there, Mike, giving that ball a little bit more juice. You can see he's trying to put a little touch on it and lob that ball into his target, but it just hangs up in the air a little bit too long, and the defense makes him pay.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Check go.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Now, deep ball for London.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
17 yards on that connection. 1st down, Atlanta.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Throwing now from the gun. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
A run with Brooks to begin this drive. Working his way for a short pickup to the 48. We'll go once more with Brooks. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down. To throw is Young. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Taken back to the other side of it. Two minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back to Atlanta in a moment. So on 4th down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. This will be returnable from his own 15. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's caught. It's Javon Baker. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick 1st down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points. So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes. Brian Burns, the former Panther, in there for the sack. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Open man, he's got it. It's London. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
And this is a great example of why staying on schedule and ahead of the sticks is so critical. Because even after that big 3rd down pickup, it's not enough for the 1st, and it brings up 4th down.
Oh, the coverage was great. They gave him no room to operate and made him pay for catching the ball. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On play action, Young. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go.
To throw, Young. That's caught. It's Brooks out of the backfield. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their second, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number one. On first down is Young. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That is caught. What a throw. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Carolina. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. To the air now on 1st and 10. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Now, faking the give. Now, he'll air one out. And that is incomplete. But a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got.
Let's go now.
Now they'll set up to throw. Middle of the field, that's taken in by Baker. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Out is Younghoe Koo to try the field goal. This a 46-yard attempt. Koo's kick is good. And the Falcons are back within 2 scores.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
He fields it at the 8. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. A good return as he takes it across the 30. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Here we go, set.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Ready.
Another run here for Robinson. Now a flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4. But usually that's a holding penalty. He'll drop to throw. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Here's 2nd and 6. Fakes the handoff and keeps it to himself. Inside the 20. And he's going to go all the way for the touchdown. But hold everything. There's a flag way back on the other side of the field. And this one is going to get wiped away. Back to throw. Open man downfield. It's Baker. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll look to throw yet again. That's caught left side by Pitts. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Alabama. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. On 1st and 10, here's Brooks. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Brooks. Brooks, first down and then some. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
On the ground, it's Brooks. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss, and it's 2nd down.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Here we go, set.
Look at play action with Young. A throw left side caught by Sanders. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mike, this is one of those times where you really see the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not the days of just go past the first down, turn around, catch it, and fall. We see so many guys around the league that with the ball in their hand, they're almost more running back than they are tight end.
Young to throw on first down. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 6.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity.
Now here's another ball that's intercepted. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick six, but he does set up the offense with first and goal.
Here we go.
Slot man in motion left. And he's in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Panthers. So 2 touchdowns for him in this one. Numbers 12 and 13 on the year. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
Tag. Panther 60. Panther 60.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete to Baker. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Shut up. Go.
He'll look to throw. Left side in the hands of London. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Ready.
Pitts is the man in motion. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That is caught to the goal line and in. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, Atlanta. Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons are able to cut into the deficit. So out is Koo. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. They'll return this from the 11. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
Let's go.
They run out of the gun with Brooks. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Roll.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Go.
Out of the shotgun, Young. Got a man over the middle, it's Worthy. It'll be a pickup of 10. It's good for a Panther first down. On the ground, they go with Brooks. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Give inside, it's Brooks. And he'll get this across midfield as he's brought down following a pickup of 5. Here's 3rd and 2.
18 cards, 18. Let's go now.
From the gun, it's Young. And that is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Oh, looked like he may have had a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Here we go, set.
Pitts is the man in motion.
Go.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. But he'll gather it back in. They get 25 on that connection. It's good for a Falcon 1st down. Back to the air one more time. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 29.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the 4th quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage.
And he will score! Game on! Touchdown, Falcons! Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. This one taken at the 10. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Give it up the middle to Brooks. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. A run out of the gun with Brooks. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. To throw is Young. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Finding room at midfield. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
Here's a handoff to Brooks. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
You know at this point the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
They'll try and run it with Brooks. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line, but the official signal, he's got enough for the first down.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this third and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
Open space inside the 10. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Jonathan Brooks. Touchdown, Carolina.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, ready?
This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Open man, he's got it. It's London. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. They'll look to throw. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So this one a win for the visiting Panthers. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. They'll have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.